Jim, what took you so long?
Traffic. Ugh. What have we got?
Assault on convenience store owner and robbery. And a really big mess.
How's the owner?
He's recovering. He's gonna be fine.
That's good. Where's the officer? Ah, here he comes.
There's something I forgot to tell you about him. He's peculiar.
Well, hello there, detectives. Pardon me for being late, but my machine wasn't plugged in last night, so I had to wait for my black stuff that rhymes with toffee, but starts with a C.
Coffee? Coffee. Well, that's good. Wouldn't want a groggy officer now. So, what do you make of this mess?
Well, I had time to review the security footage, and a lot went wrong before the assault. A lot of warnings. The owner should have called 911 a lot sooner. First was this blatant theft. Look, here's a small part of a candy bar wrapper he tore off and started eating before paying for it. Red flag there. Do you see what it is? I wouldn't expect you to know from such a small fragment, but it's a word that rhymes with cars, but starts with an M.
Mars?
Oh, I like those.
So you saw him do this on the footage?
I did. And then he went back to the cooler there and grabbed a drink. It rhymes with choke, but instead of the CH, ch sound, it starts with a K sound.
Coke? Huh. Okay. So he drank this Coke.
No, he put it in his pocket. Later, he would shake it and partially open it, spraying the sticky liquid all over the poor convenience store owner. It was really sad to see. We're getting him cleaned up, but he's really, really sticky. Poor guy. But all that sticky stuff on the floor mixed with the bags of things he crushed up and then threw around everywhere, something that rhymes with trips, but doesn't start with the TR sounds, the tr sound, but rather the ch sound, the CH sound, almost as if he were holding it over from the unused part of choke that we just subbed out for K.
That you just made up?
Well, I hadn't thought of it that way, but yes. So have you figured out what these fragments are on the ground?
Chips?
Exactly. And look, the chip fragments, when mixed with all the coke, made in places a kind of goop, and it left behind some footprints, with just enough resolution to see the treads weren't those of sneakers or boots, way too smooth. His feet weren't visible in the security footage, but from these, I can tell he was wearing shoes that rhyme with frogs, but doesn't use the FR, the fr beginning sounds, and instead uses the cl, the CL beginning sounds.
Clogs. Like those used by a chef?
That's what I was thinking.
The time of the assault happened around 3 a.m. Why would a chef be out that early?
Not early, Jim. The restaurant next door closes the kitchen at midnight, but customers don't leave for quite some time after that. Chefs keep odd hours and may linger after closing. I think we had better pay them a visit soon. What else happened?
Well, the man was very upset about something. He was really mad at the store owner, and at one point, he holds up something that rhymes with thicket, but lacking the H in the th, which means it only has a t sound. Know what I'm getting at?
He had a ticket? Like a lottery ticket?
Yes, like a lottery ticket. The footage is pretty grainy, so we can't tell for sure. Could be a parking ticket or a theater ticket, but it's a ticket. He shows the owner the ticket. He's really mad, and then he slips on the wet floor, and he goes down. Comes back up, goes down one more time, and this time he's really slow to get up. There's a big display next to the counter, and he starts chucking the stuff at the store owner. Big, heavy things that rhyme with hugs, but don't start with H. Any guesses?
Tugs? No, that doesn't make sense.
Thugs? Like his buddies came in and he threw his buddies? No.
Pugs! Those really cute frumpy dogs? No, there wouldn't be a display of those. Mugs! That makes sense. He threw coffee mugs at the owner.
No, guys. It starts with a J. Makes the J sound.
Well, why didn't you give us all the clues in the first place? He threw water jugs at the guy?
He did, but somehow the owner was able to dodge them all. He even threw one back and it smacked the guy on the head. He fell down again, and this time he raced over to the machine that rhymes with gushy, but doesn't use the G sound.
Slushy?
Very good, detective. It uses the SL sounds. You did that without a clue.
Woohoo! So let me guess, he turned on the slushy machine?
He did. First he drank some, but then he must have gotten a brain freeze. He grabbed his hair, and he looked like he was in a lot of pain. But then he remembered what he wanted to do, which wasn't a good plan at all, and he tried to throw handfuls of pink and green slushy across the room, but it didn't fly very well. It just ended up making more of a mess.
Seems this vandal was more of a mess maker than dangerous.
Well, that's how it worked out, though we can't say he didn't try. The next thing he did was overturn a whole aisle of goods. It took him several seconds of rocking the aisle back and forth, but then it went down. The floor was then covered in bathroom supplies, batteries, and something that rhymes with tracks, but instead of TR, TRA, these small packages start with the SN sounds.
Snacks? Where are they?
I don't know. Maybe they were confiscated as evidence.
I see. So after this, did he leave?
Yeah, he left. Apparently he was doing something that rhymes with trying, but the word does not start with T, with T.
Was he crying?
Very good. He was.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, officer. We'll follow up on these. Not beads, but something that rhymes with beads and starts with the O sound.
I would hope you will follow these leads. I would hope.